Ah, I guess I'm live. I just put the word out. I don't know if uh, if you'll find me. Lots of fun. Anyway, I am doing a pop up today because I have busy work to do. I have got big bold pears right here that need to get peeled because I need to make some pear butter. And so it's kind of like, what do it's busy work to do by yourself, and I just kind of think I would rather have some company. So I have no idea how I'm gonna work this because I'm gonna be with sticky fingers. So to be able to bring up your comments and things like that, I don't know if it will work. But I did bring, I've got a cloth here. I've got a cloth here and a drying towel so that if I do need to click the mouse, then I can. Oh, look who popped up. The Deaver. It is me. It is me indeed. Except for I think my computer is being a little weird. And copy that. And I think what I'll do is, just for some extra company, I'm going to put up the link and I'll pin it at the top so that people can come in. Now, whether I can get you in or not, that will be yet to be seen. Because again, like I said, it's going to be a bit of sticky work for me here. But these pears they were picked a little while ago. I did a live, or not a live, I did a short where I picked them. They've been in the house, they have ripened, and we've had them in the larder, so they've been cold, but it's like these pears are not going to peel themselves. So, well, hello there, Miss Sharon. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So I have a bowl. I don't have a knife. I did not bring myself a little paring knife to do these. I have everything here. I'm locked in because of my, so I'm going to have to just slip away. But to go and get myself a little knife. That's what's going to have to happen. So I will be right back. And this is like, awkward to, I did actually give myself a little bit more room, but so I should be able to get through. Woohoo! The one thing I didn't bring. Okay, I'm back. Oh, got myself my knife. First I gets done in the morning. Yeah. So now I do have myself a little knife, a couple of bowls. One recipe I looked up, it said to leave the skins on, but mine are pretty gnarly looking, and I just thought, what's going to be my easiest way? I think it's going to be the peeler, which actually I should have went and got my peeler because this is now going to take me a lifetime. And I thought, 30 minutes with friends, hanging out, it won't take me that long, but peeling with a knife does take a little bit longer than what I would like, unfortunately. And so I think some skin is going to get on. You're going to cooking, lurking, and listening. Maybe join in later. Okay. What are you? Well, now you're lurking. So what are you cooking, sir? That's what I'd like to know. Something delicious, I'm sure, in your cast iron. All that beautiful cast iron. Yeah, for those of you that just tuned in, I just decided, I could sit and watch a movie and and peel these. Oh, I guess I should make sure that there we go. And peel these pears. But I just thought it's funner when you can peel with someone that you're talking to and hanging out. Oh, well, Miss Shawnee Grows, welcome, welcome. I am making pear butter, and so I have some pears that I got to get peeled up. And you're gonna make a dish from leftover chicken, I think. Oh, but I thought you got mom's take home. It's like, why wouldn't you just heat that up? Like, why do extra work? Ugh. That's what I'd be doing. It's like, let's do. Mind you, warming up is always good too. So, you know, I think some of these pears. I think what I'm gonna do, because it's like I don't really want to, you know, throw out all the skin. So I think some of them we're gonna let the skins come in. Now I'm allergic to pears. I cannot eat these, but people in my life and as gifts, they can. So, yeah. So it's like I'm not going to throw them out. Years ago, my drummer used to come and pick them all, and he would make pear cider with it, and he would call it Marine's Impaired Cider, and it was very good cider from what I heard. Oops. Do you ever start where you go, okay, I've got the bowl, I got a bowl in a bowl. And so this is where the bad parts go, and that's where the good part goes. What was I doing? I was throwing the bad parts into the good parts already. Well, there you go, Maureen. And oh, I'll put up a picture of the pear crisp on my channel later. Yes, pear butter is what we're making. And I've got a couple of recipes. I've actually never made it. It's always been when, you know, years ago, my kids were very little. I think we got some pears, and I think it was Marissa was the one to make some pear butter. You know, she was a, you know, teenager or whatever, and so she made the pear butter, and the kids all loved it. And now I own a pear tree, and so, as I said, my drummer would just make it, and then you know, he changed a few things in his life, and so he doesn't get them. So there are so many pears out there. There's still a ton of pears, and I just took, you know, kind of enough for us to make a pear butter, and that was, you know, kind of going to be it. Oh, you do mix up your bowls too? Yes, I would use the pear butter to make muffins that I can't eat. But yes, you know, it's just basically just you know, kind of like making like a pear sauce, like an apple sauce is what it is. Is really what it is. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm doing it again. Putting the good in the bad bowl. You know, maybe I should have just been doing this by myself, keeping myself company, and not getting people. So, oh hey, L Triple G, good to see you. Double dipping, yeah, yes, exactly. Oh yeah, I think my other I forgot to go and change my video. My very, very long home tour or garden tour video has just released, I think about a minute ago. So, you know, probably not the best thing to do. You know, it's like, come and hang out on our live, or go and watch my extremely long video. So just so you know, Robert, when you go to watch the tour, be prepared that you do have to set aside some time to watch it, because it is a very long one. I decided I like to make them short. Oh, you're not late, Passamaquoddy. Because I have the two locations, you know, I've got you know, front and back here that I show, and then the farm. And so I always have split them up because it's just so long. But I was so overdue with making a farm tour to show everybody where everything was at that um, I just decided to combine it all in one. And so it is like a 30-minute video. So it is fairly long. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. And hey, Brampton Gardner, welcome, welcome. You go, oh, thank you, L Triple G. You found it that the tour was fulfilling. If you're live while you release a video, it highlights your icon that you're live. When the people get the notification. Yes, you did mention that, and I promptly, forgot that. So yeah, so that's kind of good. They'll maybe watch and then maybe come on over and keep me company while I peel pears. Yeah. So you loved all the squash. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, hello, Miss Carol, if you are available. I'm not sure because of the time of day. The link is up pinned at the top. So if anybody does want to come in and chat with me and keep me focused. Oops, there I go, putting it in the good pot. I should have almost had them opposite, but I know that I'll have more pears than I have throwaway. So I'll watch the tour with my coffee in the morning, but we'll run it now, heading out for a walk. Oh, enjoy your walk, Rochelle. How's your weather over there? I'm hoping it's good. We are in a weird, like it turned fall. Like I was found growing up, September would come and we'd instantly get fog. Now we're not seeing fog yet, but it's just like the typical Septembers where, it starts out nice and it starts out chilly in the morning, and then by the afternoon it's like, yeah, you got to take your coat off because it's warm and balmy. So oh, pear sourdough cinnamon bread in mini loaves in foil to sell. You should just hush, Shawnee Groves. I'm just trying to get the ding dang sourdough to work. That's all I'm trying to do. I tried inclusions once or twice, and the first time we did inclusions, they were pretty good. But then, I think they looked really good, but I didn't. It was jalapeno cheddar, but I didn't get the cheese. It's like, how do you get the cheese all through it? I don't want it to just be, off, in little pockets. I want to have. And so someone said, use the chunk cheese, but also use grated cheese, which I can't remember if we did that the second time, but it was very good with with our own jalapenos and stuff. It was delish. So anyway, putting you up on the TV. My phone needs charging and it charges slow. Oh, well, thank you very much, Passamaquoddy. I'll be live and giant. Oh, it's 62 for you, Shawnee. Wow. So it's cooling up for sure. These a friend from my church, I gave her a huge box, bigger than what I've got here, and she came to me on Sunday and she said, "Oh my gosh, they are so good. These pears are so," she said, "they're so sweet." She said, "I dehydrated most of them, and they just are fantastic." And I believe these are Bartlett. Whoops, doing it again. Could someone watch and give me a reminder, please? Maureen, you're throwing it in the wrong container. Oh, let me just see. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon, for putting up people's YouTube sites. Words are not good for me right now when I'm trying to do a couple of things here. Our day seems shorter today, but it could be the fake rain weirdness. Ah, yes. I'm trying to keep it. You look lovely in that red enjoying seeing you during the day. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and I think Trish came in because someone said hello to Trish. So I must have missed your comment. Miss Trish, I must have missed you. Yeah, and I can't see it. So a little cloth. Okay, this guy's he's a little bit more gnarly. The pears that are still left on the tree, because I have asked people to come and pick and help themselves. And actually, the last bit, because I was selling some, I just sell a bag of pears for $5 or whatever. But I just don't have the time to get out there and get them picked right now. Or partly I don't want to make the time to go out there. But the ones that are coming now, they are huge, like they're big pear size, no marks or anything on them. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So it's like, yeah, so it would be bigger. This one's still got a bit, it's got some pink on it, but would be, you know, another half size bigger. So, quite a bit bigger. And you can just see them up at the top. And it's just like, oh, people, you could have these free pears. Who has the time? There's no time. Well, there's times in the middle of the night, but it's hard to see the pears. um, Thanks for doing the links. No worries. You and Howie have the zone for pears for sure. Yeah, I tried to see if I don't know if Howie has a pear tree, so I did try to you know and convince Howie that he should come and pick my pears for me, but I didn't get any bites on it, so he must have his own pear tree, or I don't know, maybe he might even know people. And I say, I've put it out there. I haven't put it out there like super big to go anybody, Bueller. So they're mostly dropping to the ground, and my new local rabbit, my new resident rabbit has been eating them, and I'm sure that whatever rats are out there are also eating them, and then the chickens. So sometimes when I find one, well, the girls have been coming out and destroying the yard. So chat food nom noms, yeah. Time was oh, that one I can't see because I've got the mouse on it there. Hey Barb, hello Maureen and everyone. Temperature 78 now, but very windy and rain is coming. Night temperatures will go down to the 50s. Ooh, yep. And that just tells all the plants it's time to go to bed. So yeah. Oh, that's good. Thanks for sharing the links. L Triple G says thanks for sharing the links, Miss Sharon. I just subbed to Aquarius. I dropped into off-grid cooking. Ah, yes. Well, he is your man, and he is going to be kicking it up a notch. He just got himself um, a new grill, and he does the briquettes, and then he's been just piling on the cast iron, and the stuff he makes is delish, which is awesome. It's good to know how to cook on a grill. We're getting into the weather where that's got a I don't want that part because that's got a little bug in it. Or it has the start of a bug who's been living in it. We're getting into the weather where the power will go out, and so you still need to be able to cook and heat your home and stuff like that. So chat food is something to keep me active in chat, so you get more live stream credit, says Homestead Aquarius. Yep. Well, we'll just keep buttering up Homestead Aquarius, and he'll just keep having to pop in and say stuff, right? So yeah, it's a charcoal grill. That's what I should say. Just got himself a new charcoal grill, gorgeous, bigger, and it's the first one he said he's actually got a short about it. First one he's bought in over 20 years, and boy oh boy is it nice, because it's like you can do a lot of cooking damage on that thing. baking and everything like that. So, boop, 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 boop. I tried to shoot a short today, says South Florida Sunshine, and got all the non-short clips instead. I'm officially old. Oh, yes. Yeah. I have that in my life where I go, I think I'm at my maximum for learning any new technologies. I can send an e-transfer and accept an e-transfer, and um, and I can just do those simple basics. But it's like asking me to learn new stuff. I don't want to learn any new stuff. My brain is tired. Um, I will say, so this pear butter, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to cook it in a slow cooker so that it can just take care of itself nice and slow and get all thick and bubbled up. And then I will either put it through my my high-powered blender or the Ninja blender. I just got a Ninja blender. Got it for Mother's Day. I've never used it yet, but it's been used many times in my home. And Marissa just did, I think it's a gallon and a half, or it's 2 gallons. I think they're 2-gallon jars she just bought. And she put jalapenos through it, and she said, "Oh, Mom, I was out in the back," and she says, "Mom, I called you to come in and do a short on this because it took her to fill a 2-gallon container with jalapeno slices. I think it was like, maybe 15 minutes. I might be exaggerating, but it was like, it took her no time, and it was like done." And so we are fermenting 2 gallons of jalapenos with all their seeds, and I'm looking forward to those because the fermented peppers is so delicious. So delicious. Yeah, if you could see behind me, my dining room is the next room over, and you can see the dining room, and it's filled with fermenting crocks. We have got cabbage. Um, she's doing a cabbage. She's doing 2 different cabbages because I don't know what's on the counter, because there is one on the counter too. And she just removed a gallon and a half of the pickles, but she's done 4 of those. And then she's doing some fermenting on grated carrot. Let me catch up. Boop, 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 boop. She said 2 gallons. Yeah. Storms, welcome. Members only fermenting crock tour. Yeah. That's what I need to do. Members only fermenting crock tour. She just purchased these great big ones, and just because she said, well, then we can store it in there, because I said it's a lot of pickles. There's a lot of pickles that she's done. But she loves the fermented pickles. It's a great probiotic, of course. And, we should all be having, a little bit of homemade sauerkraut or kimchi, or like these brined pickles, even having just some of the juice in the morning, or first thing in the morning, and also with meals to be doing that. Koreans they eat kimchi with every meal. And it's just like, you just need to have a little quarter cup, because it's going to put in some really good digestive enzymes and help you digest your foods up. So, there we go. Storms and paper airplanes have showed up. Okay. I thought I was gonna do okay with my bowls, and but it's like, I have not really made a very big dent in the giant bowl, and this bowl, it's like we're making oh my goodness, this bowl is I've had this used to be this was my biggest bowl in the house. I gotta just wipe my hands because I'm now dripping. Let's put that down. I'm dripping pear juice down on myself. So this, I'm pretty sure it was years ago, bought it at IKEA. And I think, I don't know, but you know, but it was my big popcorn bowl for my kids. When I'd make caramel corn in the oven, this was it. But it's actually splitting here and here. And actually you know, these other bowls feel much sturdier. And it's like, I actually can't, I gotta be careful with that. Because it's like, oh my goodness, the bowl will have to go out to pasture. Because he is, he's getting done his time. So I just need to try it again. I need to get the weights and the fermentation lids. Yes. I'm just gonna go get it. I'm gonna encourage people to do this format. I don't want to bump this. I'm gonna go get the jalapenos because you gotta see it. Look at this. Don't bump the screen down, Maureen. Look at this. I just have to yell when I show it. Look at this. Oh yeah. This. It took her no time to put it together. Marissa really likes this style. We do have the Crocs with the, she's got an air, it's where you have water in the little moat around it. That one is very good. This one, she really loves because it is letting the air out. Everything is covered. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have, so I don't know if you can see that. Like, we don't have a weight on it. It's all just in there. So, and also if this, you know, sometimes it does start to spill out. And so then she'll just, you know, get a cloth. But also if this needs to be cleaned, these just pop off like this. You go deal with it, put the water back in. It does have, oh, and then it does have this little, this is the part that we really liked. You can see there. So if we don't want to use it as a fermenting jar, it does have the little stopper. So then you can just put the whole thing can then go into the fridge. So we do have some that are weighted, but this is the style that we're focused on. Nice. I have nowhere to store it. I love that the old Crocs, I have my grandparents from the farm, but it is slowly disintegrating. That's weird. I was looking at the rubber nipple ones. We use those ones as well. So we do use those. I think we use almost every single kind of fermenting apparatus. But you don't have to buy one that's this big. I have the small ones like that fit on a mason jar that are like this. I bought it as a set. So that is something that you can do. You don't have to buy the big one. We still have another, at least this many more jalapenos to process. So I bought some. I bought a case of jalapenos because mine are not really growing. So, oh, so Shawnee, you say you have that style. Don't make that angry. You wouldn't like us if it's angry. The ball has the rubber nipple. Yeah. Yeah, I bought just some generic ones as well. Like, you know, but, oh yeah, there you go, Storms. No, yeah, so Rochelle, you can buy the size that go on top of mason jars. Same thing, and it's just great. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I've missed anybody else's bits and pieces. If you've said something, you can always share it again so that I can catch it because I was away a bit. So unfortunately, what I am finding is that uh, I am more highly allergic to pears than I was when I was in my 20s because these are actually causing me to have. This one is not as ripe, but I'm going to stick him in anyway. He can be substance. He'll cook down just fine. I'm finding that this is giving me a headache. And when I was young, the first the first fruit that I was allergic to were cherries. And if someone was around me, um, having a cherry Halls or cherry gum, I couldn't be in the same room with them. And then as I've gotten older, it's just gotten, more fruits that I'm allergic to doing the same thing. And also that's in the tree nuts, because I could eat tree nuts when I was a kid. But it's like when I first started washing, I hadn't even started cutting the pears. Just the scent, it was like, this is what I smell when there's something. If someone's going to offer me something and I don't know if it's something I'm allergic to, and I smell it, and if I get this headache, I know that it's not something I can eat. And these pears are doing that to me, where it didn't do that to me years ago. So that's really weird. I need to read that book, The Joy of Cooking, because I'm tired and don't want to cook. Homestead Aquarius, I don't think the joy of cooking makes you feel joy to cook. So I think that's false advertising if you buy the book because you think it's going to spark some joy in you. It's not, just so you know. Yeah, I think we all come to an age, some sooner than others, where you just go, ah, I became an adult, and now for the rest of my life, I have to figure out what to make for lunch and supper. Question. Like I actually, I've got some friends who they don't like leftovers. I love leftovers. And so my question is that for those of you that do love leftovers, do you batch cook where you go, I can make something and it can last for 3 or 4 days? Like, would you eat something for that length of time? Or is it like 2 days and that's your max? I'd love to know that. Do. Bacon will motivate me. Yes, bacon is cooking for a picky eater on top of dealing with my foods I can't eat is frustrating. Oh yes, for sure, Carol. Yeah. I being a mom of 5, there wasn't pickiness. We're on a budget, and um, and so a lot of food was homemade. And what I allowed for my kids is that for a meal, a particular meal, they were allowed to have one thing. If they didn't want to eat it, they didn't. So things like if it was tomatoes, no, you don't have to eat the tomatoes. And I would let them bypass that. But it was like, no, we're eating what I make, and that's all there is to it. Now, I've got kids who can't eat raw carrots. So, it's like me, if they have an allergy, we don't eat it. But, my sons could eat cooked carrots. They just couldn't eat them raw. And they love cooked carrots. They'd love to eat raw carrots, but it's no good for them. So that was just an automatic thing. And I would just say to them, when you're older, you can choose to do whatever you want. You can, eat it or not eat it. And so there are some that go, yeah, I don't like that. And so I'm not eating it. But they had to eat it as kids. And I wasn't that like, and I'm not talking, we're having liver for dinner and everybody's going to eat it because I don't do liver, but just your common foods. It was like, nope, I can't accommodate. I couldn't accommodate pickiness when it's times five. And same with their lunches. It was, oh, well, look at who's here. Look at who's here to come and take me on our walk. We've got Brampton Gardner. Hello, lady.
Hello.
Hello, Dexter.
Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Hold on. Um,
Yeah, so when they would do sandwiches, you can hear me now? Okay, good. So when we do sandwiches, it would be one would go, I only want butter on one half of the bread. And another one, I don't want any mayonnaise and I want mustard. And it was like, I'm sorry, this is times five, and I am not going to remember first thing in the morning or late at night to make your sandwiches. And it's like, y'all can make your own, however you want. And actually, I think usually I had, one of the older girls would be in charge of, you make the sandwiches, how people like them. Here she comes again.
sorry, I hit the
Hello.
wrong button.
You pushed the wrong button.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm trying to keep with all the raggedy down here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I can hear you very well.
No, I can adjust it.
Yeah. Well, I end up getting road noise or like you're not road noise, but out.
Yeah, I am. It could be road noise. I was hoping there wouldn't be as much traffic, but is it picking it up too much?
I'm just going to turn you up to. Oh no, she did it again. She left us. Okay, be a good boy and get a treat. I need to get earbuds. Can't hear. Noises here. I do. Then if I decide something's different, I freeze it for another day. Yes, that's exactly it, Miss Sharon. It's like, so you're one of those that will eat more often. Make one thing, eat it for a few days. Never mind, says Rochelle. Yeah, too bad. That's my thing. It's like, yeah, I don't care to have to cook and clean up every single day. And so if I can make something and you go, we're going to eat this for the next few days. Like right now we're on pulled pork with a red cabbage slaw. So when I baked my bread on Saturday, we've got that wood fire oven and it's going. And it's hot, and we will cook a whole bunch of stuff. So that day we all in a cast iron pan, cooked a batch of bacon ends, and then we also cooked sweet potatoes, sliced them up. So that would be part of something that we can add to a dinner. And then we also cooked a pork shoulder, and with the intention of, whoops, that's a good part. This is the bad part. With the intention of making it a pulled pork. So then a couple days later, it's supposed to be for family dinner. A couple days later, I made up a homemade barbecue sauce using our ketchup. And Marissa made some fresh mayonnaise and then made a slaw. And then we just put it in wraps. And so we had that 2 nights ago. Marissa wasn't home for dinner, so I had it last night. Guess what's for dinner tonight? Pulled pork sandwiches with a red cabbage slaw. And I just love the fact that it's like I don't have to do a whole bunch of cooking. So we really love to do batch cooking, and then because the Furno oven is on, it's like we can cook up a whole bunch of meat for the week, and that way it's added into stuff, or we just go, we just reheat. So I tend to do, it seems like I, just because pork is cheaper here, and we buy it from the butcher, so it's really, really tasty, good quality pork. And we'll, we seem to do a pork roast and then just do something with it. Made a really great pork roast 2 weeks ago, the kind that you have with cracklin, and oh my gosh. Learned a little tip that when you are making pork roast with cracklin is that you want to make sure that that roast is flat, because you know they're angled. So you actually want to put either tin foil or onions, if that's what you do, and straighten it out. Rub a little bit of olive oil on it, and then put your salt and pepper, and you end up with the best cracklin on that on your meal. So okay, we are actually getting down, looking good. I wasn't keeping track. Yeah, so you said I used to get Rochelle says I used to get sick like that from cinnamon. Cinnamon is certain brands of cinnamon are doing that to me now. And same with, or well, we think it's cinnamon or it's the vanilla, because certain types of vanilla, I think it's affecting me. Let me just turn that one off. Oh, I will take some leftovers and make an egg frittata out of it for breakfast or lunch. See, win, win, win. Cooked once, throw some egg in it, done. It's just brilliant. Honestly, intermittent fasting is great. Only 2 meals of the day most days. Yeah. Some days 3, but light. Pulled pork egg rolls. Oh, yeah, but you know, I'm not good at that deep frying business. So I would, and it's like, and especially with doing egg rolls or whatever. But Shawnee, you're welcome to come to my house. I will cook the pork in that Forno oven, and you can make those egg rolls, because I have seen the gorgeousness of how you do those kind of. They would be, to me, they would be your those instant foods that are full of chemicals, full of stuff. And Shawnee makes them at home, and they look just absolutely fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, if your kids don't like cooked, give them to them raw. Oh my goodness. Carol's eating ravioli lasagna with ground turkey sauce. Oh. Right. So I would have to go down to 1 meal a day or OMAD, because I eat 2 meals a day. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I don't know how this bowl is going to make it. But this bowl is getting, we're doing well. We're doing well. And then it'll all just go in. The 2 recipes, one said skins on, one said skins off. I'm doing a little bit of both, as you can plainly see. But the one recipe that I think I'm going to end up going with, you know, it was putting in the allspice into it. And also it had some cardamom. And I love cardamom. What am I talking about? I'm not going to eat this. I'm not even going to get to taste it. I'll have no idea. It's any good. Well, Marissa will try it, and she'll say, "Oh yeah, that's delicious," you know. And but it's like, why am I, you know? So basically in here it's going to be cinnamon, brown sugar, and some ginger. I think I might put some fresh ginger in while it's cooking, rather than just the powdered. And we'll also put cinnamon sticks in rather than the powdered cinnamon. That will be our other plan. Yay! But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my good cardamom on something I can't eat. Forget that business. Cardamom's expensive. So, I need to move my mouse. I did bio-renaissance therapy in my early days and got rid of all my food allergies. Wow. Well, Maureen, make a mental note of that, because it's the older I get, the more things I've become allergic to. But I've been allergic to pears for over 30 years. Been allergic to them since I was a kid. Could eat them as a kid. Could eat cherries as a kid. And then just little by little, I can't. And it's, I still, like as you can see, I still cook with it. And I would I would make my own baby food, and so I would puree up pears and freeze them for my kids and stuff like that. This is really dripping, and it just drips right down. And I got a little patch of pear juice sitting on my thing. Bow Life, welcome, welcome. Oh my God. Guy gave me a jar of homemade ginger garlic turmeric chili paste. Oh, I take it was absolutely delish. And did you try to get his recipe, Rochelle? Because that sounds really, really good. There's a little party up in here. Yeah, it's a little pear peeling party. I just figured I could sit and turn on a movie, or I could sit and talk by myself, but have people comment. Plus, I need to beef up my lives right now. I'm working towards a YouTube challenge, and I need to have 12 or I don't know how many lives. I think it was 12. I think that's what I told Shawnee. So I need to have 12 lives before September 12th, and this has been going on since July, and so I'm at the last mark. I will do my live on Saturday, and then but I'll still need 2 more. So I think I'm behind by 3 for me. So I just thought, let's do a pop-up live, and you can come and help me peel pears. And this is something that I've done, all my life. Like especially when I have to fold laundry, I will take the card that says, "Can I call a friend?" And I'll call a friend and say, I'm folding laundry, and it just goes by so quick that you don't even notice, that you're folding laundry, because you're busy in a conversation with people, and it's just the thing to do. And that's, Marissa and I speak about it all the time. Years ago, we have so many mental health issues, and stuff that she's read and studied and whatever, show that, well, actually, I think it might be even in Italy. They go, we don't struggle with depression and stuff. We don't struggle with all those kinds of things. And they said, oh, well, why? They said, because we have community. We talk with one another. When we're having trouble, in our relationships or whatever, we have our group of friends that we go and we talk to and share with, so that you don't have all of that stuff. You're not carrying it by yourself. The difficulties of life, and and you go, yeah, that's, what did the women used to do? They used to sit out and going, okay, we've got this, we're going to be making our pierogies, because Lord knows I'm shocked with most Polish food, because it's like everything is a huge process. You got to cook the potatoes, mash the potatoes, cool the potatoes, then put in whatever other flavorings. Then and you got to make the dough. Then you got to put it all together, and then you get to boil it for your family. And so when you're going to make pierogies, you're going to have all your friends around to do it, and so you've got this community, and you don't feel so alone. And you also find out that, okay, I'm not just crazy. On these thoughts, it's like, oh, you're having that trouble at home, with your family member as well, and it's like you start feeling a little less crazy. And so gone are the days, in some communities they still do all of that, but I find that we here in majority of North Americans, it's like you're an island unto yourself and your family, which is sad. So, like I said, I'm talking to myself, reading your comments, picking up a little bit, just because I can't, I have to keep looking at the pears to make sure I don't put in an icky part. Whoops. I'm bummed I need a pop up too with the membership challenge too. Yes. Do you have a specific date, Carol? What are lives? When's the last time you done one, Rochelle? Oops. Nobody noticed that I put this piece in there. Oh. Yeah, this other bowl is just getting a little on the full side. Marissa will be so excited when she gets home. Because it's like, oh, the pears are done. And then, I'll let her season it and man it after that. Yeah, I call my mom and make her do chores with me. Yes. Yeah. Let me just, yeah. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Have friends to, help me do stuff. I saw it did make it rise more. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not in that conversation. Yes, YouTube kept me sane during the lockdown. Yeah, I can imagine. Info disclosure. Carol, we couldn't believe it came out like a dream. Okay, I'm missing this whole little conversation. I don't know if I can go back up there. Okay, so it's not that far. I have no chocolate chips in my house. That short made me want my mom's banana bread with chocolate chips. I have not tried it yet. Gave me that last night. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure I can catch up into the conversation because I think there's 2 or 3 conversations as well as the ones going off in my own head. Oops, you got this pair you can do. Put that one back. Anyway, I'm just about finished here. And I won't keep you on. I think I think we could an hour. I was thinking, it's going to take me 30 minutes. No. But to peel them in an hour and it doesn't feel like an hour for me, I thank you all for that because it's just nice to doing a little bit of homesteading together. It's almost like we should have it where we put together a live where we all bring something that we're working on, whether, do the stitch and chat where you're talking while you're also getting to crochet or knit or sew. I know sewing is not the easiest, as Brampton would know, to do on a live. Oh, my poor mouse is going to be so gross. I just had to move it off so I could see. Great little chat. Shouldn't you be wearing gloves? No, why would I wear gloves? If I was doing, jalapenos or something, I would probably wear gloves. I did think about wearing gloves, but then I was like, I'm going to be back and forth. I will be late today, so Marissa's going to be late for dinner. Late coming home, which is fine. Okay, those are no good. I almost have to, almost check myself and go like, did you? Oh yeah, no, that one's no good. Hey, Trish. Right, you like Trish just said, really interesting. Just listening to all of you have enjoyed the company. Actually, that's what my mom hasn't been able to stay up for the lives and stuff like that. And right now my mom is actually in hospital. So for those of you that can say some prayers, it's her hips. They're not functioning. Her left hip has no cartilage in it whatsoever, and it's bone on bone. But anyway, one of the things for my mom during the day is she said, I'll turn on your lives. And she says, I really enjoy just listening to them, to the chat. She says, it makes me feel like I'm there. It makes me feel like I'm part of that conversation. So she really enjoys getting to listen to us. Oh, the question, being allergic. What's the question, Shawnee? I still have sliced peaches in my freezer. Actually, okay, that's that conversation. Oh no, hip replacement time. You know what? They're not offering a hip replacement, unfortunately. I did speak to the doctor on just that inhale. I inhaled and just dried out my throat instantly. They're not considering doing a hip replacement because of the condition that they're in. And how do I get this all out? Because it's like I've got 6 little conversations because I got to tell you that all. So okay, so from the doctor's perspective, seeing my mother, the doctor didn't think that my mother was mobile. And up until 10 days of going into the hospital, my mother was mobile with her no cartilage hips, both hips. And so the doctor wasn't aware of that. So when they just assumed that she had been like this for a long, long time. And so I realized that with the conversation with the doctor afterwards yesterday, and I thought I'm going to chat because, it would be, at this point they're just going, oh yeah, we're just going to do pain management and do physio and get her up and walking. And it's like, or like functioning as best as she can. But it's like, I said, so basically she's going to be bedridden now. And it's like, well, yeah. But it's like, but if we can get her back to what she was 10 days before she went into the hospital, with giving her, a hip replacement, like, so I haven't called the hospital or the doctor today. So, oh yeah, my mom would enjoy listening if she knew how. Yes, yeah, yeah. It's a tough thing with our elderly parents. You know, you go, how many pictures do you have of them if they've got a cell phone and it's just of their face, or you're just seeing their nose. I was talking to her. She's on my friend's phone, and all I could see was, just a little bit of her face, the shoulder in the bed. I said, Mom, you got to turn the phone towards you, And even my friend said, "Seeing the little thing there," which I think she was wearing her glasses, or no, maybe she wasn't. She wears them to read, so she can't see that what I'm seeing. She's not looking, and that she sees me, and so she thinks all is well. You go, no, Ma, talking to your shoulder. Woohoo. Yeah. Yes, they are going to do cortisone. They are doing cortisone. She was hesitant. But really you go, what does that actually do when there's no, it's like the bottom line is there's no cartilage in her hip. So the cortisone will take away some of the inflammation, sure. Oh, this is another gnarly one. It'll take some of the inflammation away, but it's not going to let her be able to walk. And my mom has, she's 85 and has full full active clear brain. I was putting them in the wrong one again. It's just her body, and that's just not cooperating. Oh, I did put some vinegar in this so that it would help to take away the stickiness. But I think we did pretty good. I have maybe about 20 pears left, but this bowl is maxed out. I don't have any more space and in it. And so it's like I have to do the don't fall, please don't fall. And here's what we have left. So looks like potatoes. So thank you for helping me with all of that. Put that up there and put this bowl, which is probably on its last legs, sad as it is, there. Yeah, so I'm considering chatting with the doctor and saying, okay, as hard as it was, she was still walking from her bed to the washroom. She would do all her morning bathroom routine, wash her face and brush her teeth and stuff. And then she'd walk out to her lazy boy. And then midday, she goes and has just what she calls as a rest. She goes and has a bit of a rest down and then gets back up, bathroom and for dinner. So it's like, you're not dealing with a completely immobile person up until those days. So might be something I'm gonna chat with the doctor, because it's like if we can bring her back up to not back up, but if she's at that level, then she's not, it's not that she was completely bedridden. Um, and she was, using the washroom on her own and stuff like that. So oh, I'm sorry that Em's not feeling very good. Yeah, thank you. I do hope that I can that something can be done. Thank you for that. And it's like, yeah, it's been an hour and it didn't feel like an hour. So it does it's one of those things where you just go, yeah, I got a task that I've been avoiding out of the way. And thanks to all of you. So yes, she does. She certainly does use a walker. Yeah, she was taking herself back and forth, using a walker. So anyway, I am going to sign off and then go and wash my hands for real. I do really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me and helping me peel pears to pass the time. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yay.